6 months later, Sunanda Pushkar's death probe has taken now a fresh twist. A day after the forensic department had claimed that he was facing pressure, Times now has accessed Dr. Sudhir Gupta's affidavit. With many questions unanswered, Sunanda Pushkar's death mystery only deepens further.
एम्स प्रशासन है वो कह रहा है कि आपके जो एलिगेशंस हैं वो बिल्कुल बेसलेस हैं।
अब ये तो मुझसे कोई कंसल्ट तो किया नहीं गया इस पे, so let me request the AIIMS administration कि whether they allow me to keep my version or not, or they take my version or not.
उन्होंने बोला कि सर आपके जो एलिगेशन है मोटिवेटेड है। सर किस तरह से मोटिवेशन की बात कर रहे हैं इसके लिए?
अब they can explain it well. They are the administration. If they are saying something, there must be some basis. So let them explain. If you want my version, let me take the permission of the competent authority of AIIMS. Because this is a very serious legal issue.
Dr. Gupta, who was trying to pressurize you? You have alleged that there was pressure on you. Who was trying to pressurize you?
That it is a serious legal issue, and it will be answered at right platform.
That the former director and the former president of AIIMS.
I don't want to give more comment. Let me take approval of the competent authority of AIIMS. If they want, I can give clarification to press.
So there you heard Dr. Sudhir Gupta in fact sticking by his stand. Let's get in more details from Samya, who's in fact joining us to get us more updates on this developing story. Samya, one thing is clear, either AIIMS is lying or Dr. Sudhir Gupta is lying. But the point is, what really is the motivation? And how really are we going to reach the truth to this entire matter?
Now remember when Dr. Sudhir Gupta, the head of forensic department of AIIMS, went to the Central Administrative Tribunal to submit an affidavit claiming that there were two former cabinet union ministers who had exerted immense pressure on him to try and tamper and modify the post-mortem reports of Sunanda Pushkar in a manner to concede to the demands of those ministers and not put out the real truth out in the post-mortem report. When he went out to do that, then that was the time when he hadn't taken the permission or he hadn't taken permission from the AIIMS authorities to try and submit that sort of an affidavit to the CAT. But having said that, when the AIIMS authorities yesterday had carried out a press conference, they had categorically distanced themselves from the entire with the entire post-mortem report being fudged was concerned. But having said that, they also wanted to try and have a dialogue with Dr. Sudhir Gupta, seeking his clarification on his stand, on his affidavit. Now, this is something that we were also expecting. The media had been waiting outside his house for almost a day for him to only step out today in the morning to come up with a statement saying that all the post-mortem reports prepared by him, especially that of Sunanda Pushkar also included, always were in accordance with the ethics of law. But this, in a manner, he is refuting his own stand, where in the affidavit that was submitted to the CAT, he categorically said and mentioned the names of two cabinet ministers, saying that they were the one exerting pressure on him. But now, when he made a statement before the media today morning, he categorically stated that he always came up with reports of post-mortem in accordance to the ethics of media. But having said that, we also need to look into the kind of politics that has been playing in AIIMS itself. This may just be another occasion for Dr. Sudhir Gupta to try and settle his internal squabbles through this case. But all these uncomfortable questions and tough questions that only Dr. Sudhir Gupta could give some clarity upon. But remember, he also readily said that Dr. Sudhir Gupta will have to seek the permission of the AIIMS authorities and the administration over there, whether they would allow him to put his view in this case, whether there is something that he wants to claim, there is something that he has, that he wants to come out and make it public, but for that he will have to take permission.
Absolutely, Samya, that is the point. There are just too many details which doesn't seem to get up here together. I'm just going to come back to you in a bit. Let's again play out the reaction we've got from Dr. Sudhir Gupta earlier this morning, where he's saying now that he needs the approval of the competent authority before he comes forward and makes any clarification.
Let me ask and take an approval from the AIIMS authority. Number one. Number two, as I have seen the speculation in media, whether the report is tempered or true. In this regard, I want to clarify on record that not only the post-mortem report of Sunanda Pushkar Tharoor, any post-mortem report which has been prepared by me are totally based on principle and practice of medicine and truth as per norms of the ethics for perusal of law. So no, not only this case, any of the post-mortem report which has been prepared by me are totally based on principles and practice of medicine as per the ethics applicable to the
Sir,
doctor.
who was trying to influence you? I mean,
That is different issue. I don't want. Let me speak to AIMS authority.
Sir, just one question.
Allow me to keep my point of view.
Sir, just one question. Who was trying to influence it? Sir, who was trying to influence it?